see you again here. We're going to be doing a whispered clearing session. For this video, I would love it if you just sit or lie back, relax, and really give yourself the time to heal, be present. Just give yourself the gift of presence if you're able to. Okay. You might hear some dripping rain, maybe some wind. It's a bit of a stormy, spitty kind of day out. Alright, I'm going to start by lighting a candle and setting our intention. So I have this wood-wicked candle, and I'm going to light it for you all. If there's something specifically that you're working through right now, then perhaps you could start to think about what you wanted to focus on today. If there's something specifically that you're moving through, so that you can specify this intention in your mind. Something perhaps that you'd like to clear. Perhaps there's a burden that you would like to remove. I know this isn't always as easy as watching a YouTube video and poof, we're good to go. But it's a process of gently igniting this kind of work. And I think when we start to set intentions and bring awareness to what we want to clear, received a lot of not only comments but also some messages that you are excited about potentially doing a live stream. So if you haven't heard me talk about it, we're very close to 40,000 subscribers here. So thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. And I think I've placed my icon in the corner of these videos, so like a fancy YouTuber. So you can always click there and do like a quick subscribe, I guess, or something. If you wanted to, when I hit 40,000, I was thinking we would do a live stream, kind of maybe a ritual together. That might be kind of fun. And a lot of you have messaged saying that would be fun, so I'm glad that you agree and would want to hang out with me. I'm just going to take this and just put some on your hands, starting with your right hand. Okay, there we go. And now your left. Okay. Lovely. Okay. Great. I'm going to take this sage bundle and do some cleansing with the smoke. I absolutely love sage, and I'm going to be growing my own, hopefully, and be able to do some bundles of my own and such. I want to make sure it gets nice and smoky here. Okay. So I'm going to move this through your aura. Starting at your crown and moving down. So what do we want to clear in the aura? Is there any sticky or stuck places here? Focusing on the crown. Are you feeling that anything is preventing you from feeling connected to source energy, divine energy? Do you feel as if you have a gap that's preventing this sense of oneness, connection to all that is? A lot of people experience a blockage when it comes to divine connection. So we really want to focus on opening this channel. perspective. Is there anything in this area that needs to be cleared? Are you feeling, like if you have an intuitive kind of thought that it's immediately you have some self-doubt coming in, or you start to say, was that actually a message or intuition, or was that planted by me? If you're starting to have those kind of labyrinthine thoughts of what is intuition, what does it all mean, what's a message, what's a sign, what did I put there? Let's try and see if we can just have patience with ourselves, with this process, and with our intuition, and just trust if it's there, it's meant to be. If it's there, it's meant to be. All good things are coming. If it's there, it's meant to be. So, lovely. Okay. I'm going to use a different sage to clear the throat. I have this little sage cutting that I dried, and this gets really smoky. It's a good one for clearing. It smells so nice. It's just an incredibly potent white sage. And when I took this cutting, that was really when I wanted to get some sage of my own to plant. I love gardening. I kind of want to do a video about bringing that spiritual connection into different areas of our lives. So connecting with nature, gardening, eating, even things like skincare, which we kind of touched on in the Patreon community, the top tier Patreon. I did a kind of skincare introduction over there, or introduction of what I do in my routine, and want to invite that kind of, how do we bring mindfulness and spiritual connection to all these aspects of our lives. So I might do that here as well if you're interested specifically for gardening. But I have another channel where I might put that, my plant-based living channel. Anyway, tangents. So for the throat chakra, we're going to be clearing that area next. And anything associated with communication. If you're feeling like you are having a blockage when it comes to expressing yourself, when it comes to communicating with others, when it comes to expressing and even tapping into your own sense of truth, I find that when individuals have contacted me about being gaslit in a relationship, whether it's with a parent, a partner, a friend, an employer, or whomever, that a lot subconscious mind, if you're having some hamster wheel thoughts, we're clearing all that here now too. Songs stuck in your head, or even if you're having any addictive kind of thoughts, we're clearing those. Clearing. If you're having any issues with expressing your creativity, so you feel like you have these creative impulses, or the seed of creativity is planted, but you're not able to express it, or it's not able to come to fruition, then maybe there's perhaps a blockage between the connection with the throat and sacral chakras. Great. Now moving into the heart center here. For this, the heart chakra, most of us are familiar with what this represents. The heart chakra, universal love, compassion, self-love, acceptance, non-judgment, forgiveness, clearing and cleansing this area, clearing and cleansing, clearing and cleansing, clearing and cleansing. I love how this is almost like a fan or a feather. Trying to just light it a little bit so that the smoke can play without being overwhelming. Beautiful. I'm going to use a different smoke now. I'm going to be using some Palo Santo. And sometimes this takes a minute to light. I'm going to use a lighter actually for this one. So we're going to be now clearing the solar plexus. So if you're having any blockages or issues with self-worth, feelings of inadequacy, feelings of self-doubt, if you're feeling weak physically, if you're feeling weak emotionally, if you're feeling any sense of weakness, or like you have the inability to do something, this could be a blockage in the solar plexus. This could be affecting it smells so good. I don't know how many of you work with or use Palo Santo. But just beneath the belly button. Kind of the easiest way to explain this center location. And we are just clearing anything that might be preventing you from trusting your emotions, trusting your gut reaction, trusting your creativity, your ability to be creative, any blockages when it comes to sensuality or sexuality. Just clearing here and sending love. Sending love all throughout, okay? Alright, now I'm going to be using a different tool to clear for the roots. I'm going to be using this singing bowl for the root chakra. I'm going to move from one side to the other, back and forth, and I'm going to just be tapping instead of playing this the traditional way. Unfortunately, my mic doesn't really like it when I play this. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead again here. I like to use the hips as the entry point. The root is all about safety, security, feeling cared for, feeling nurtured. This is where you can have your anger if you have an overactive root. This is where we can hold any energy blockages that are associated with our finances, with our home, with our houses. Anything like that. And some work stuff is usually associated either with the root, or I find the solar plexus, or the throat, typically. Lovely. I have a little spray here. This is a sage spray. There's a little bit of tea tree oil left inside, but primarily it's sage essential oil. And I think there's such a depth of aroma to sage essential oil. It just, I don't know, I absolutely love it. But I'm going to be using this to seal this and also clear anything that might continue to be kind of stuck in your aura. I'm going to be doing another one of these in a soft spoken voice because I know some of you prefer whispered videos and some of you prefer soft spoken. So don't worry, I'll have this available as a soft spoken video as well if you prefer that. So now I'm going to be spraying to your right. Okay, you smell it. Doesn't it smell lovely? Spraying now to your left. Down at your feet. And above your head. expressive. You are loved. You are strong. You are creative, and you are emotionally available. You are safe. You are safe. You, my darling, are safe. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all of my clients. I left the link in the description. Apparently it hadn't been working before, but thank you so much. It's been a real joy connecting with you. I'm honored that you reach out for sessions, and thank you, thank you, thank you. I love working with you. It's really, really lovely. I'm sending you a big, giant hug, and until next time, be well. You're just making sure that your little friend is receiving the kind of care and attention that they need. And so, you can already start to kind of do some hands-on healing. So, make sure that you set an intention on behalf of Georgie's highest, wisest, most empowered, balanced, and aligned self. Reiki with Anna.